Hey guys, so I have to do my hair. I just washed and blow dried it. I do have a video on my blow dry method. If you guys want to see, I'll link it on the video here or down below. So I wanted to do a talk video, but while I was doing my hair. And so I asked questions on Snapchat a long time ago. And I wanted to answer them because a lot of you guys had really good questions. I'm trying to find them. Someone said how to find the perfect husband. Well, to be honest, first you gotta find out what exactly you're looking for in a husband, because then you'll know when you meet someone, do they fit what you're looking for? If not, then you gotta move on and not waste your time. So I'm trying to think. So let me just give an example of what I did when I found Chris. So let's see, was it 2014? Yeah, 2014. It was beginning of the year, and I remember I just got back from a vacation with my best friend Erica. We went on a cruise, and then oh, I should have brought a hair tie. Hold on. So we just got back from a cruise, and I was talking to somebody during that time, and it was the New Year's. It was New Year's, and we went on the trip the same week as New Year's. So, coming back, on the trip, we reflected and thought about the year, and then I was like, you know what, this person that I'm talking to, it's not right for me. So, when I came back from my cruise, I broke it off with them, and then I remember that I sat down in my apartment and I got my notebook, and I'm still trying to find that notebook where I wrote it down, but I wrote down what I'm looking for in a guy. The qualities that I want, and just little random things that I would like in a guy, and then things that I don't like, and that was it. And then I prayed about it. So then I prayed to God, and I was very specific, so specific that I tell Chris this all the time, so specific that it's kind of scary that when I met him and all these things that I prayed for were showing up on his personality, I was like, yo, what's good? You know what I mean? What's good to God? Cause it's wow, okay, so you heard what I said and you brought me this. What do you expect me to do? So it's kind of funny, but let me keep these like this. It's so hot to put the air on. So yeah, so what did I say? Yeah, so when I met him, stuff like that. So let me go back. So I wrote down stuff in my notebook, and then I prayed about it, and I told God exactly what I wanted. I was like, I want a man that is like this, and I want him to act like this during this time, and I want him to look like this, and I want him just it's so personal that I don't have to share everything, but it's just very specific, the way I'm trying to figure out how to say it without really saying everything specific, because it's really personal, but just the way his personality is, his demeanor, the way he carries himself, his the type of goal orientedness that he has, and his mind and his smarts, and the way he dresses, and just all this more the way he dresses and the way he looks and stuff is more superficial stuff, but I threw that in there in my prayer because I was just what do I have to lose, you know what I mean? So it's more about personality, and I also said okay, if this is going bad in our lives, I want him to be able to handle himself like this, or say this, or do this, stuff like that. So if you're trying to find your husband, your husband will find you. You just have to pray to God exactly what you're looking for, and he'll show him. God will show this guy to you. Right? Yeah. Trying to word it English. So yeah, so I don't know how many twists I want to do in my hair. Maybe I'll do 2 here. Yeah, do 2 here. So yeah, so that's how you find the perfect husband. And then, okay, so let me go back. So I prayed to God, and then that was that. So I did this in January. Yeah, January was when I did this whole like write down what I wanted and prayed about it to God. So this is what I'm telling you guys to do. Get a notebook, your laptop, your tablet, your phone, a board, whatever, and just really sit down like in a quiet, like good state of mind, and just write down like what exactly do you want from a man and what don't you like in like other relationships or men that you've experienced and stuff like that. And then think about all your past relationships and reflect on what did you do wrong, and then what did that person do wrong, or what was about them that made you know that they're not the one. Because you have to make sure that you know that, so that when you meet people along the way, you know exactly like, oh, okay, this person's like this, okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for, so let me step back, you know what I mean? Let me not waste my time and that person's time when I kind of know that this is not what I'm looking for. So that's that. So get a notebook or whatever to write down that stuff. And then I wrote that I did that in January. And then Chris sent me a DM, because it all started as a DM. Chris and I, it was June 18th. We have like a little remembrance of that day, because this is the first day that he sent me a DM. So it was June 18th when he sent me a DM. Yeah, so he sent me a DM on June 18th, and June 18th, 2014. And yeah, so that's where it started. So going into it, like I already knew, okay, he looks good, you know, he's over 6 foot. That was just superficial stuff, you know, like it doesn't really matter. But you know, sometimes when you meet people, the first thing you see what they look like, you know. So when I first saw Chris, like from his pictures, because obviously it was a DM, I was like, okay, this guy looks normal. Like he looks normal. It wasn't like, oh, he's like he looks so cute and all. Like, I know he looked cute, but I was like, he looks normal, because you know some creepy guys be messaging you on random places. So I was like, okay, he looks normal. So yeah. So then it's like funny how, I don't know, like the story of us is like, it's magic. Literally, that's what it is. It's magic. I should have like combed my hair with this stupid rat tail. Yeah, so yeah, he sent me a message, and then we started talking. We were talking on DM, like in DM chat thing. And first off the bat, that kind of like, okay, so in my mind I had my checklist. So I was like, okay, he looks good. Okay, that's fine. He looks good. So then when we were talking, you know, talking through messaging isn't the same as talking on the phone or in person, but so far from talking to him in DM, he's funny. Like he was funny. He was like goofy. You know what I mean? Like not so serious and like, yo, give me your number. Like, are you single? You know what I mean? It was not like that. It was just like, he was just being goofy. He was like, oh, actually friends with Lawrence. And so he knows about my sister. So like I've heard about you before. What else did he say? And then we were just talking about random stuff. Like the only thing we talked about like more of like, hi, my name. We didn't do that. The only thing we did was, oh, I was like, how do I know you? And he was like, you don't know me, but I know Lawrence, he's my friend, and I know your sister. That was it. So after that, then we were like, oh, I was like, okay. And then we're just talking about random stuff, you know, saying funny things to each other, you know, someone that I don't even know, but we were talking like we were friends about, you know, we were friends before or something like that. So it was really good. So yeah, so one on my list, crossing off my list, he was funny and he was goofy, and like he knew how to just like, you know, like chill out and not be so like, you know, aggressive and like creepy and stuff. He was just cool, you know, and he can carry on a conversation. That was one thing. Yeah, so he can carry on a conversation, you know, without making me feel like because I'm already shy. I'm very, very shy, extremely shy, and I'm not the one to be like the talkative. Like I can't say I'm not talkative, because like I am talkative when I'm with someone that makes me feel comfortable, but like the way he carried the conversation helped me be just, you know, my normal self. Like if I was with Inky or like my friends or something like that, you know what I mean? So he was cool. All right, so I'm back. I had to delete some stuff. Where was I? Let's see. Oh yeah, send me a DM. We talked. Yeah, so his qualities, I said that he was like chill, he was funny, wasn't doing the most, wasn't trying to be aggressive, and we just talked. Oh yeah, conversation. Like he carried on the conversation very well, and then, you know, it helped me, you know, bounce off of him, and we just talked about random stuff, you know, using like emojis and all this stuff, and it was a funny conversation. It was like for a long time, and then it's like after some time, I was like, wait, like who are you? Like where do you live? What do you do? You know what I mean? Like I really didn't know anything about him, only that his name was Chris. That was it. So that was that. So I don't really want to go into a story of like about us, because we're gonna do a video together on that. But that's just like some of the things that I noticed when I met him, you know. So we talked, and just as I was talking to him and, you know, getting to know him, the stuff that was on my list that I was like, you know, like looking for and wanting, and, you know, it was checking off. I was like, okay. And then it's kind of like thinking to myself, like, okay, so he's like everything that I'm looking for and more. So now what? You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I'm like, so, you know, like how am I supposed to feel? Like I don't want to, as in like I don't want to like get so, I don't know, is it attached? Not attached, but like get so, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but I just, you know, stayed myself, as in, you know, just wasn't trying to do anything, or wasn't trying to be like this, or trying to make something happen that wasn't there. I was just being myself, and he was just being himself, and we were just like, you know, good friends, just, you know, having a fun time, visiting each other, traveling, you know, just doing fun stuff. So that was that. So where was I going into? Finding the perfect husband. Yeah. So then a little bit down the line, like right before we got engaged, we had like, I remember this day, like it was yesterday, we had this day where I don't know what we were doing, but we were just driving all over Ohio. Like I say all over Ohio, but like all over the Cincinnati area, doing random stuff. But we had a talk, we were out and about because we wanted to talk about some of the things that, you know, that you gotta talk about with your partner if you guys are gonna plan on, you know, being with each other for the rest of your life. And that's like religion and kids and like jobs and finances and like where to live, and, you know, like your beliefs on how, you know, you want to live on this way, and then with the kids. So we talked about every nitty gritty thing, even some things that kind of made me feel like, I don't know if this is too much, you know what I mean? Like too much as in like, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if he will think the same way, you know, kind of like, I don't want to say something and he's like, oh, the opposite of me. But the one thing about us that I love, and I tell us to Chris every single day, is that like he gets me and I get him, and we have the same vibe. We have the same tastes in things. We have the same ideas. We see things, not all things the same way, but a lot of things the same way. You know, stuff like that. So when I was trying to share like my views and my stuff like that, you know, it lined up with his. So I was like, after I said it, and then he said it, like he said, you know, carrying on what I said, you know, agreeing with me and then building more on it, I was like, oh, phew, okay, that wasn't bad. And then, you know, we talked about it, everything. So it felt good that the hard part of trying to figure out what that person's thinking or their beliefs was over, you know. So the next part is just like knowing and having good communication, so that when bumps on the road come up, you guys know how to talk about it and deal with it and solve it and move on, and not argue too much about it, or argue too much about it, or argue on, you know, certain things that come up. So that's a whole nother video for another day. But you know, just when you're talking about finding the perfect husband, like, no one's perfect, but you know, like, that Chris is like perfect for me, like what I was looking for. So, which is good. And then yeah, so that's just the basics. Like, in generally speaking, like, to find the perfect husband, you don't have to go out and find him, he'll find you, but you need to know what you're looking for, so that when he comes, you recognize it and you ask God exactly what you're looking for. Even if it's like silly thing that you want in a man, ask God for it and he'll give you everything that you need. Trust me, because I asked for silly things with Chris. Like, let me give an example, like a silly thing that I can try to think of. Oh, here's a silly thing. So like, I'm on YouTube and I watch a lot of people that vlog, like daily vlog and stuff, and there's a lot of, you know, husbands and wives and stuff and relationships here on YouTube. So there's like 3 couples that, of all the couples that I watch on YouTube, there's 3 couples that I was like, I like had them out in my mind like this couple, this couple, and this couple. And like the husbands of the couples, I was like, I like this and this about him, so let me take this in my basket. I like this and this about him, I'll take it in my basket. And I love this and this about him, I'll take it in my basket. And I put it in my basket and I said, I want Chris to be like this. And like, I'm not gonna say the couples who they are, but those 3 couples, and like, they're very well-known couples here on YouTube. But those 3 couples, like the men in the relationships, like, I just picked and choose what I loved about them, and I said, I want Chris to be like this. And the thing is, like, he's exactly like that. Like, that's the part that makes me like, it's like scary, because like, I said that this guy that's married to this girl and she's on YouTube, like, that, this quality about him, I want that. So I'm like, it's just like exactly like that. That's what I got. But I asked God for that. Like, what I would, like, the way I said it, this to you guys now, is how I said in my prayer. Like, you know, this couple, like, I like this and this. So it's like a silly thing that I was doing, but it's just like, you have to be specific. And it's like, you have to be specific, but you know, you're just talking to God, so you can tell him anything, even if it's, you think it's crazy or you're embarrassed to even say it out loud to yourself. Just say it, you know, and God will give you all that and more. And everything that you didn't know that you needed, he'll give it to you also. So yeah, so that's how to find a perfect husband. He will find you. So all you have to do is more about what you have to do for yourself, so that that kind of guy you're looking for, you're that person that he's looking for. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna break it down just like general, but I can go into detail and depth about this stuff. But like, so you see this guy, like, see, you see this persona, this kind of guy, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I want a guy just like that. But you have to ask yourself, okay, you can say you want a guy like this and you can see them here and there, but it's like, are you what that kind of guy is looking for? Like, have you checked yourself? You know what I mean? Have you like evaluated yourself and be like, am I the type of guy that guy is looking for? Because that's the one thing that people forget. Is like, some girls would be like, oh, I need this in a man. He needs to make this much money, drive this car, do this, do that, be able to do this. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can find like plenty of guys that are like that. But it's like, are you the girl that guy is looking for? So along with praying for the special guy, after you said your prayer, then you have to pray for yourself and reflect on yourself and think like, you know, just, as I keep saying, like, are you the type of woman that guy is looking for, you know? And when also, it's like, you have to be like fundamentally ready for that perfect guy you're looking for, that you're praying for. You know, you can't be like, okay, I want this and I want this, and then when you meet him, you're like, okay, I'm gonna work on this on myself, and okay, he wants this, I'm gonna, you know, you have to be like, just enough for that type of guy to want to be with you and want to marry you and stuff like that. So there's a lot I can go into with that, you know, but one I would say is like just your mentality and your personality. Like, are you a positive person, or are you a negative person that bullies people, and not like grade school bullying, but like, do you insert yourself into drama because you like to be amidst drama, you know? Or do you find yourself in drama and you don't know why? Like, maybe it's you that's causing you to have all this negative energy around you. So just looking about like Chris and stuff, like if I was always in drama and drama always found me, or I was always talking about, you know, this person nonstop and this person nonstop, always, you know, shading people and saying this and gossiping and stuff, I know for sure that Chris would never want to be with me, because he's not that type of person. Like, he likes positivity, he likes happiness, he likes putting out positive vibes so that the world will give you tenfold back. He doesn't like to be associated with drama. He doesn't like to add on to the drama, or, you know, he doesn't like that. So if I was like that, he would definitely just run away. So are you like that, you know? Because like men don't like drama. So if you're the drama, he's not gonna like you. Another thing is like being domesticated. Like, you don't have to know how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, if you honestly don't know how to cook, but like gourmet meals or whatever, but can you at least be able to like feed somebody in the family? Like, can you feed your husband? Can you feed kids if you had kids? Can you clean? Do you know how to clean? Do you like to clean? Do you know how to like be responsible with like house stuff? You know, what else? Domesticated. You know how to like be organized and take it, because like when a guy, okay, he knows he likes you, you look good, you guys have fun together, but like the other step is like after he's gone past that, then he's gonna be like, okay, this girl looks good and all this stuff, and she's funny, she's whatever, she's nice, but it's just like, now when men think further, it's like, okay, now can I marry this person? And it's like, when I think about marrying them, it's just like, can I live in a house with them? And if I leave the house or travel somewhere and they're in the house by themselves, like, can I trust them to take care of the house? And if I have kids with them, can I trust them that they're the type to be able to take care of kids and feed the kids and make sure they're safe and, you know, think about them and what they need, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, when I say domesticated, it's like in that, like, can you take care of a family? Can you be responsible for a family? You know what I mean? And then the next part is, I'm trying to think. So I said personality-wise, I said domesticated. Kind of like ask men, married men that you know are in good, healthy, happy relationships, like, what made you know that she was the one? You know, and it doesn't have to be general things like if they say like, oh, she was nice and she was kind and she was funny. It's just like, you need to go a little bit deeper and be like what qualities about her made you feel safe, or made you feel comfortable or content that this person, like, you feel good inside about them. When is it even this year? I think it was this year, maybe this year. Chris and I were just talking, and I asked him, I was just like, what about me made you sure that I was the one? You know, and I said, don't say like I was nice and like I'm pretty and stuff like that. Like, tell me like what inside of my soul that made your soul feel at peace and be happy and feel safe that I was going to be the one for you. And then, you know, he told me, and then we talked about it. So you gotta just go past a lot of like just general easy things to bring up about quality wise and stuff like that. Like, you gotta go deep and stuff like that. But that's that. So that's my take on you know, finding the perfect husband. Anyone that watches my videos and you're married, please like comment below your 2 cents on you know, your experience with finding the perfect husband, and like maybe why, and maybe like just give like a quality about them that's past like, oh, they're nice and they're funny, and like more soul quality about them that made you know that this is the one, you know. So please share, and all of you guys that are out there that are searching or waiting to be searched for, is I say it like that, maybe just tell me a quality about a soul of a man that you're looking for and stuff like that, and why and stuff. And I just want to make, the last thing I want to say is just that your husband that is for you, that you want, that you need, all you have to do is ask God for him and be as specific as you can. You can draw him if you want, whatever. But all you have to do is ask God for him. That's the only thing you have to do. Ask God for him, and then just work on yourself and make sure that you're ready. You are ready for when that guy comes knocking at your door. That's it. And you'll find your perfect husband, and you'll look back on that time when you prayed to God about it, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, he heard me. And everything I asked for is right there. I promise you. Tell me I'm wrong. I promise you. That's what it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.